The final draft for the group wiki is due this Sunday, November 14th at midnight. The purpose of this video is to go through the grading for this project. Please make sure that you are reading through the handout thoroughly to ensure that you are meeting all the expectations for this project. I'm just scrolling down to the grading portion of the project. So you have already completed the icebreaker activity. The next portion is that I will be looking to make sure that each student has his or her own page with a subtopic related to the main topic. Each of the subtopics need to be explored thoroughly. That means that you should have at least 5 to 7 paragraphs. As is listed lower in the grading information, each of your pages needs to include an outside source. So this could be a website, it could be a scholarly article, it could be another online resource that you are using. Just make sure that it is reliable and that it is related to the subtopic that you chose. Within your page, you should be using in-text citations, and those should be for any reference that you use. So whether it's our course textbook or the supplemental text, the Rothwell text that I gave you, you do need to be citing those thoroughly. And that includes in-text citations from within your page, a reference page at the end of your individual page, and then a cumulative reference page at the end of the wiki. Each of you needs to be making edits throughout the wiki, so not just on your own page, but also throughout the rest of the wiki as a whole. So depending on what your rough draft look like, that's going to depend a lot on what your edits look like. So if you turned in a polished rough draft, then there may not be very many edits that need to be made. In which case you might not have 20 edits, you might have more like 15 to 17 edits, and they might be minor, like grammatical or spelling errors, moving some things around perhaps. If the rough draft that you submitted needed a lot of work, then your edits might be larger. You might be adding in entire paragraphs. You might be shifting things around. You might be adding additional resources into your page. You might be helping others add things to their pages as well. In that case, you might have more edits, maybe closer to 30, and they might be major edits. Either way, you do need to be making edits throughout the entire wiki, and you do need to make sure that all expectations are being met. The entire wiki should be free from grammatical and factual errors, and you should have a consistent style throughout the entire wiki. So the fonts and sizes should be the same. The headings should look similar as I go throughout the entire wiki. So if someone has a heading with bullet points, that's what everybody's pages should look like. You don't want to have one with bullet points, one with paragraphs, and one with a different style altogether. So it should be consistent. I want this to look like a group effort and one coherent piece rather than 5 individuals that posted things to a wiki. You do need to include an outside source, and you also need to have at least one visual within each page. So this could be a video, or it could be an image, or something else creative that you come up with. Whatever you choose, it should be embedded within the wiki, not just a link to the visual. The wiki needs to have 2 communication theories. So this is throughout the entire wiki. Each individual does not need to have 2 communication theories. There need to be 2 theories throughout the entire wiki. You can use the Rothwell text or our class text to find communication theories. They do not have to be related directly to group communication. For example, face negotiation theory is a great theory to use within groups, but it isn't directly related to groups. So we already talked about making sure that you cite all of the sources. You do need in-text citations, citations for each individual page, a reference page for each individual page, and you need a cumulative reference page at the end of the wiki. There are a couple of opportunities for extra credit listed at the end of the handout. Many of you have already sent me screenshots of your group meeting via Google Hangouts or Zoom. That is a way that you can earn extra credit, is by meeting with your group and then submitting what was covered during your meeting and a screenshot of your group. Please make sure that you list the people who attended that meeting, as sometimes the entire group is not present. I encourage you to meet more than once, but you can only earn extra credit one time. The other way that you can earn extra credit is by creating a video where you discuss your topic within your wiki page. I don't have a ton of guidelines on this because I want you to be creative. You can also work with your group mates to complete this so that more than one person can earn extra credit with this. Again, the video should be embedded within your wiki page. If you have any questions or concerns regarding this project, please make sure to check in with your group first. If it cannot be resolved, please make sure to text or to send me an email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Please do not wait until the last minute to contact me regarding your group wiki. I hope you have a great week and I look forward to seeing your final wiki projects.